The buffer is your main work area in the calculator. This is where you create or edit expressions that are used to analyze output data. The signals that you choose to operate on appears in the buffer. You can use the function panel and choose from the list of functions to create your expressions in the buffer. On this slide, we have an example of a single expression to evaluate the average value of an out signal. If it's a numerical value, it will get printed or else it will be plotted. You can create dependent expressions or hierarchical expressions, but be careful about cyclic dependencies when creating such expressions. You can also make use of the associated stack options on the toolbar to create multi-line expressions. Within the calculator tool, you can use the expression editor to create the expressions. To bring it up, you can use the icon on the toolbar or use the tab next to the function panel. Click the EXPR plus or EXPR minus icons to add a buffer expression or to delete one from the editor. Use the button next to it to copy the expressions to the calculator buffer, the next button to copy the expression name to the calculator buffer. Following that, we have the button to save expressions to a file and another button to open and restore expressions from a saved file. You can evaluate the expressions in the editor using the eval button, and clicking on the last button will send the buffer expression to AD output section. Expressions can be built in the calculator, expression editor and the AD outputs pane. The expression builder is available in the output section of the AD Explorer. You can use it to build expressions without invoking the calculator. It is enabled by default, and once you choose an output of type EXPR in the output section, you can start typing your expressions in the details field. All the calculator functions are available here. You can choose notations and constants, you can erase the expression, you can evaluate the expression, you can find previously created expressions. You can also accept the expression and make it visible in the AD window using the green tick mark. As you start typing your expressions, suggestions are provided for inputs with interaction with the schematic editor and calculator. Autocomplete drop-down list appears as you type, listing functions starting with that character. Let's continue on the next slide. For larger functions, you can press the control button on your keyboard and click with your mouse on the function name to bring up the function template. You can use this to specify function arguments. You can also use the search capability to search from all the available functions, and you can use that to create your own expressions. You can create dependent expressions using the expression editor or calculator. Dependent expressions are the expressions that contain more than one expression. In the example here, we have a few expressions in the output section. Here you can see that the DC gain is dependent on the value of dB gain. If you see the DC gain expression, the dB gain value has been used. And bandwidth is also dependent on the value of dB gain. The order in which the expressions are listed here does not matter. You have to be cautious to avoid cyclic dependencies as it can display an error at runtime.